Okay, when you really want to see this, we caught up with Taylor Barnard yet again. We spoke with you in Brazil at the start of your rookie season in Formula E, although you've been here before in Formula E. But your start season has just been absolutely insane. So, youngest ever pole sitter, youngest ever podium. I don't know what you call the person on the podium, but podium sitter or podium stander. So, but in an incredible season. Have you in any way expected this, or has it been a bit of a roller coaster? Or you have insane pace in Formula E, clearly, and you're in a great sports environment here at Near McLaren with Sam Bird. Like, just explain to us how it's come together. Like,
I mean, if I'm honest, I didn't expect it. Of course, I hoped for this kind of outcome at the start of my season, but I definitely didn't expect it. Like you said, we've got a very fast car this season, so I'm able to try and put them results in early on. Monaco should be a good weekend for us as well, so being a double header, hopefully we can catch up a little bit on the points. I'm just hoping for a good weekend in general.
And working with Sam, it seems like you have the best relationship of a driver pairing on the grid. Like, it just seems so incredibly supportive and harmonious. Is that how it is on the inside, or is it just kind of standard? This is, normal teammate relationship, or is there something there? Or
I do think it is like that, to be honest. He's definitely the best teammate I've had so far in terms of support, and genuinely has the best interests of the team at heart. You saw it in Sao Paulo that he was not interested in trying to fight me for a podium. It was like, okay, let's just secure it for the team. And I think that dynamic's working very well for us at the moment.
Yeah, it's incredible to watch, and I think a lot of supporters coming in as well. Coming to Monaco now, I can't remember what your record was here previously in junior Formula. Have you won here before?
I won in F2 last
So
year.
you won in F2 here last year?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so how are you approaching this weekend?
Obviously better prepared than what I was last year. I think our powertrain will suit the track. I'm well prepared. I feel quite good, obviously, having the start of the season that I've had. I feel confident, comfortable, so I'm hoping for a good weekend.
And this is the first track you've driven twice in Formula.
Yeah, so all of the tracks that we've done so far, Jeddah I have driven previously, but the layout was so different. Only 3 corners were the same, so I'm not sure that's really fair to compare. But this one, the full layout, I've done it multiple times before, so coming into the weekend, I'm, let's say, closer to what I would be normally, because for sure all the other guys have driven this multiple times before, but I'm closer, so I start the weekend a little bit better.
Okay, so hopefully we're going to get a little insight, because I brought a prop here. This is a McLaren sim racing wheel, and I know you've used Asher stuff before.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you could kind of, basically, you've done a very funny video you go and watch with Sam Bird, where Sam Bird's blindfolded and you tried to guide him round. It's a bit difficult for Sam because he's blindfolded. Yeah. But here, just can you take us through sort of a lap of Monaco, if possible?
Okay. I think if I sit down and you try and time me and see how close I can get to the lap time of Formula E around this track.
Do we have a seat?
Do you think we can do that?
Okay, let's try it then.
Okay.
While we wait maybe on sim racing,
yeah.
You've sent me an image of, you've got your new precision racing wheel and you've
Yeah.
got it all LED'd up with.
Yeah.
How would you, what are you putting where, basically?
Actually, this is quite good, Pit limiter up here. What's this?
This is Max Verstappen's wheel, so I don't actually know.
Oh, wow, okay. Pit limiter.
Maybe some, it's not, I don't know what that
Might
is.
be for LMDH or
Boost,
something, yeah. Flash, same position as me. Wipers, same position as me. Plus and minus, same position as me.
And what are you using the plus and minus for, BP or?
Depends on the car, brake bias mainly. Could be for LMDH anti-roll bars as well.
Okay.
This will be for the black boxes for sure. That would be same as me.
Do you use the funkies? Because in real world, you don't have funky switches, so do you use these in sim racing or not?
So when you go through the black boxes and you can scroll up and down, I use these to navigate left and right and this to navigate the inside the menu. This, not sure what this is.
Hazard light or something, I don't know.
Yeah, not sure what this is either.
Would you have anything down there? Is that a bit more difficult to get to?
I mean, to be honest, not really. I don't really have a lot down here. I think that's why he's put these ones, they seem a little bit less relevant, so he's put them a bit lower down. But actually, it's quite funny to see his wheel because it looks exactly the same as mine in terms of like the setup.
And you've got the chair here, so we'll see I'm blindfolded.
Okay. I'll do it with my eyes closed, and I'll just try and do a lap around the track. Can we get a time as well? See how close I can get.
Okay, so Taylor's going to show us a kind of visualised lap of Monaco in Formula E. on the deck chair here, basically.
I'm going to try.
And we're going to time it, and
Yeah.
we'll see what Taylor does. Hopefully, when you get on pole position, or
What was the lap time?
for Pascal last year.
One.
You're
I want
fine.
to say it's 129. I think it's a 129.3. And with the new 350, we're expecting like 127 something.
Well, yeah, you'll have
So if I'm high 120, low 130 is fine.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
I've got a stopwatch.
Yep.
I'll count you down.
Okay.
3. Where are you starting, by the way? As you go
Okay.
over the stuff.
I'll drive the last sector, and when I'm over the line, I'll say,
Got it.
"Let's go."
Okay.
Okay. Go.
Yeah.
Stop.
So 140.8.
Fucking hell, it was too slow.
More power in the car.
I guess so. You know, there's actually, I do sometimes, before the race weekends, I sometimes do these visualization laps. And if you're too fast, it means you're a little bit uncomfortable and the car feels faster than what you actually perceive it to be. And if it's slower, you're more comfortable and a little bit more in control. So I hope that's a good
Yeah, I
sign.
wouldn't read too much into the time, but maybe, but it's really interesting to see. It looks like you want to get the wheel straight a lot of the time,
Yeah.
traction.
Yeah.
And obviously in the visualization, but how is that when you're actually applying the power? And then how is that it looks very important to get the wheel straight. How are you feeling that? Like as soon as you're moving the throttle a millimeter, like.
Yeah, I mean, as you apply the throttle, you need to get the steering wheel straight as much as you can. For the grip that we have, the torque is a lot. So the quicker we can get the wheel straight, the better.
It's a relatively lower grip.
Yeah, exactly. Like relative to other cars, the faster that we can get the wheel straight, the better. It's even the same in the fast corners, really. As soon as you touch the throttle, the car is trying to move out on you. So you got to try and get the wheel straight as fast as possible. And I mean, to be honest, I was not doing it on purpose. It was just.
Would you said you do visualizations sometimes. Would you actually recommend that? When you're gridding up on iRacing or something, I just sit there. I'll go on my phone, check my messages. Would you actually recommend, like, okay, you're on the grid, you qualified, you're P4 out of 30.
Yeah.
Would you recommend, okay, you got grid up and do a visualization?
If you are on a track where the lap is quite short and you've finished quali, sometimes you finish with like 3 minutes to go. If you aren't feeling very confident, I don't see why you shouldn't do it. I think you could. You could try and do a visualization of what you want to do on the first lap. I do it mainly for qualifying laps, just to try and get the time as close as I can. This time actually was quite bad for me. Usually I'm a bit better than that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's to try and... Honestly, I don't actually know why.
Maybe there's two levels for it. Like, obviously, the people watching mainly, people who watch previous video we did are kind of more entry-level sim racers who want to have a good time, who don't want to spin off, who want to just finish the race and have a good race. And I think there's an element of a visualization which calms the heart rate, and you visualize the first corner. And then, you know, I've grown up doing karting, and you know, sometimes you want to know on the first two corners, do I want to be on the inside or the outside, and then try and manifest it. But maybe at your level, when you're talking about, hey, I really want to get that time, that's almost like an ultra level visualization.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like a manifestation?
Yeah,
like
I guess you could say, like, as you described it, I think it's really good. Like, if you try to envision what you want to do on the first lap, if you're not so confident and you're a bit unsure, definitely doing that and trying to visualize what you want to do on the first lap could help, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I do quite a lot sometimes where I'm like sat on the grid trying to calm my nerves. In my junior career, that was something I struggled with a bit, especially if I was at the front. I was quite nervous due to the whole start procedure and everything. It was quite complicated. So now the start procedure is a bit easier for me. There's much less of an issue, which is why I'm doing quali laps. But I think it's a good tool to use.
Well, that's incredible. A visualization from a Monaco race winner in F2 and the youngest ever pole sitter in Formula E and the youngest ever podium. We have to come up with a name, podium stander or something, and hopefully going to be incredible here. I just want to finish off very quickly with your current sim racing setup, because people were very interested last time. You said you were looking at active pedals, or you'd ordered them, or have they come? Okay.
I have them, yeah. So I have triple monitors with an ultra wide on top. The ultra wide's very overkill, but that's what I had previously, and it didn't really make sense to sell it.
You had it. You had it as your main screen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But then when I got triples, I was like, I don't really want to get rid of it, so we just plop it on top, and that works quite nicely. SimiCube 2 Pro wheelbase, the new Precision Sim Engineering wheel. I think they have something new coming out, so stay tuned for that as well. Active pedals very recently. I have
just on the brake? Or?
Just on the brake, yeah. I don't think it's necessary for the throttle. Perhaps you could get some kind of performance out of using it on the throttle with traction control or something.
Are you using the ABS features and the TC features, or is it more?
Depends on the car, but the ABS feature I have on, but very, very low. I have a great sensation as to when I'm in ABS and when I'm not. So my sensation of how to control it is quite good. If you struggle with that, for sure you should use it. And after a while, turn it down until you can get your brake shape very accurate.
When you say sensation, you could kind of chudders the tires a bit. How are you, when you say have a great sensation in a sim, when you're not in the car, are you seeing the lights come up on the side, or
it's more when I turn in initially into a corner, the front is a little bit less responsive, and I can tell that the deceleration's a little bit worse. Honestly,
that makes complete sense, because you're engaging the ABS, and it's and if you wait for a visual cue like a light coming up or the pedal, that's going to be slightly more delayed than the actual velocity that you're and the grip that you have available. So again, it's really interesting to see that you are obviously an incredibly fast driver in real life, but you also, like Max Verstappen, let's say, are really fast on the sim.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people on the sim who are not fast, and they want to get a bit faster.
Yeah.
But the where you're operating is like really at the very, very, very highest level. So this is really interesting, because a lot of people will say, okay, I see the ABS come up and I ease off a bit, but really it's already too late.
That's kind of interesting, because when I drive the Porsche Cup car, I get a lot of lights on my steering wheel, but I'm not bothered by it.
Sometimes it turns on the car.
Yeah. Like Porsche Cup car, if I have lights, not bothered by it. Like, I will keep doing the same thing. Maybe I'm micro-locking and the lights inside the car are a bit sensitive. In GT3, for example, you definitely want to try and avoid ABS when you can. LMDH, I don't really know that much, but definitely don't want to be locking up.
Are you tempted in the future to jump in LMDH, IRL?
I could be. Yeah? I could be tempted, especially for Le Mans or something. I'm definitely interested in that for sure.
All right, watch that space. I think, as always, we've taken that too much time.
Yeah, we can talk about this all day, can't we?
So thank you so much for giving us the update, and best of luck. We're so excited.
Of course.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.